Hello, hello. Audio check. Yeah, audio is good. How's the quality? Decent, I think. Yeah, it's looking decent. Let me know if there's any quality checks or the audio cracks up at any time. I am streaming in a new location as I moved last week. Uncommon, you in here? Right, well, I've been a little bit rushed, so I haven't been able to mark up my charts yet. So we'll do that now. Do that now. Let me just set up my phone so I can see the live chat. Right, let's move this over then from Friday. Right. Have we taken those equal highs yet? No, we haven't. We haven't taken those equal highs. We haven't. We have. We taken this? What's the, yeah, 1 hour CB high. We haven't taken. Yeah, we have tapped into that. So this was a level we were looking at on Friday. So as you can see, very random touch into that and then rejection. So let's mark up the sessions real quick. We've got Asia and London. Okay, so we got equal highs here, it seems. Let me just see if we got an SMT on ES. Yeah, so equal highs here. That's pretty nice. Let's move this text to the top. We had a pretty good week last week. Last week was very nice. We took 4 trades on the stream, 2 wins, including that 360-point pull on Wednesday. That was a sick trade. And then 1 break even and 1 loss. And that break even was so long. We got stopped out to the very tick on that stop loss of break even, and then it went to the TP. So that was a little bit long. The game's a game. We've got, let's mark out, we've got no news today, by the way. So it's going to be a quieter day today. Uncommon. I was waiting for the message in chat. I was waiting. It's good to have you here. It's a no news day, I was saying. So it looks like it's going to be a quiet one. I'm feeling a little bit rough today. I don't know if you can tell in the voice. The voice is a little bit croaky. I don't know if that's going to have an effect on the audio. Maybe it all piles on the accent and the croaky voice. New week, new bleeding. New week, new set of trades. I'm not sure what days I'm going to be able to live stream. So I literally just got in. I just got in the accommodation now, and just came on. And I have to mark up my charts. We tapped into. I don't know if you remember, but we had a 1 hour BISI high marked out on Friday. Remember, we had these like levels here running up to the equal high. Well, that 1 hour BISI high that we had marked out. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm not having the refreshing on that daily fair value up. Yeah. All right. Daily fair value gap. It's the same idea as, I mean, thing is, it's FOMC week, so a lot of the big move is going to be reserved for the end of the week and Wednesday, obviously. And it's not only Monday, but it's a no news Monday, and it's FOMC week, so it all piles on. So it's going to be a it's a decent week in terms of movement, but just not today. Look at that spike down. I was just about to go down and talk about that level, but I guess we just took it now. That's all right. Right, let's go up onto the daily first. No need to rush down onto the 10-second chart yet. Let's delete this new week opening gap. Let's mark the new week opening gap in down here. Right, where is it? Here. This new week opening gap. New week opening gap. Okay. We're not close to that. We've kind of just fallen like a knife, especially now here open. See all of this liquidity here. You see this? So there's been no stop runs in all of this. There's a little high here that got ran just there before open. That's standard, just before open. Wherever it's going to shoot for the Judas swing, before open it normally looks to just take a little bit of liquidity before. So that's normal, but really no stop runs here. And we've got these smooth highs here from London and Asia. So this is strong. And then just on top of this, we've got this, and then obviously the equal highs over here. So up here is looking like quite a good target, and us having shot down here on the open is a decent sign for if we want to go up here. So we'll look for it to start turning round and moving up some point towards the end of the opening range. Yep, so shooting down to that 4 hour. We just slammed through that, which means we're probably now going to take this, yeah. Into that 4 hour fair value gap, daily fair value gap. Let me take off these equal lows. So daily fair value gap. Let's mark out the low of that. Daily fair value gap. Let's see low. Is the text a little bit too small? Let me know how the text. By the way, I'm living somewhere new now. So different Wi-Fi, different all of that. So I'm not exactly sure how. It's definitely worse connection. My upload megabytes or whatever you call it is a lot worse now. I just want to make sure the quality and the audio is still top notch. So if there's any problems, let me know in the chat. Is the text too small? Text looking good. All right, then let's make this smaller. I don't like how big it is. There we go. Wait, pause. Right, we got a wick here. CE. We'll see if we can hold that. I don't want us to go down too much if we are going to go up today. But you know, it's Monday, so a move if we're going to go. No, did he? If we're going to go up this week, a move down on Monday would be expected if you want. Look at this. So strong draws, very strong draws, you'll find where there's a decently sized inefficiency and a level of liquidity resting just before you tap into that inefficiency. Those draws are normally so strong because that liquidity wasn't able to tap into this, so this is still completely undelivered. If this had tapped in and rebalanced some of it, it could be referred to later, but it's not as strong as so this is a very strong draw. But obviously that's in quite a while. I've got quite a while to go for that. And then obviously we've got this daily fair value gap high. No. So we've just fully rebalanced that, it seems. Yeah, that's a pretty decent rejection. Now, like this, obviously older block, we want to see it holding some ground now, standing its ground, seeing a bit of that pop off. Obviously, we've tapped into this, we've taken this here, and we've got all of that resting liquidity down on the 15-minute, as we just talked about. All of this here on the lower time frame, these equal highs, and then we can pop off into that. Thing is, as I said, it's Monday. We're going to be conservative. We're coming off a good week last week, with that first win in the funded account and getting that funded account back. So it's times like this where you got to scale down, take it a little bit slower, especially on a day like today. I'm feeling so rough. Apologies for the voice. A little bit croaky today. Like we're popping off there. Look at this. Look at that. Oh no, we didn't. I thought it was going to be perfect. It didn't work out in my favor. I think we're going to preserve that daily Bissy low. I think that's going to get preserved, I can't lie. What the quadrant's saying. Yeah, we didn't tap into that bottom quadrant. Da, 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 da. Yeah, tapped in that CE. It's not major, but yeah, it's not major. What have we been up to on the weekend? What's the weekend been like? I've had the most busy weekend. What do you do on the weekend, Uncommon? Usually study old trades. Mm, yeah, I normally do that Sunday. I normally study the trades on the evening that I take the trades on the same day. And then I don't really go into depth. Like on the weekend, I'm just looking more at the week ahead than the week back. How was the move? It was decent, to be fair. It was very good. It was like a 3 hour drive up with everything, and then a lot of setting up in the accommodation. But it's been good, and I've spent 2 nights here now, and they've been good. The people are good. Um, a lot of international people, which is cool. Italians, Brazilians, so I'm fitting right in. Why am I so cranky? Yeah, I know. Is that I don't know if it's messy because I know when voice gets really croaky, the audio can be a little bit sketchy. Why am I so cranky? I've been busy socializing. I've been busy socializing, let's just say. It's important to socialize when you go somewhere new. And let's just say it's been not a lot of sleeping going on, let's just say that. And I've been running around today. I just generally feel rough. Like I slept terribly. And I've been running around today, going to places, doing some stuff, and all of that. So I haven't eaten great today. I haven't eaten a lot. So you may hear me munching during the session. On that note, let me go get a glass of water. I don't miss a move though. I know exactly what I'm looking for here. We've got plenty of opportunities to take these. Plenty of opportunities to get in and take these. Look at that X. I leave these little X's behind because I mark them out in sessions as little stop runs. So I have to go back and delete all of the X's sometimes. Right, let me just look at this tiny breaker. This is going to be a tiny little 5-minute breaker when we eventually get back above here. Girl problems, right? You said Brazil and girl problems pretty much in the same sentence there. You're onto something. I wouldn't so much. I wouldn't say problems though. What's the opposite of a problem? A blessing. Yeah, blessing. Yeah, it's not no problems, no problems. Not anymore. Long time of problems for all of last year though. You get what I mean? Situationship stuff. We've got this little cheeky fair value gap that is going to be inversed. Calling it here. You heard it here first. Then we're going to take a long here. Stop loss right there. Take those equal highs there. I'll take that. What is that? Actually, we'll give it a little bit more room. 55 to 1. But all these gurus saying they get 200 to 1. That's 200 to 1. No one's getting 200 to 1. What is that? This is what my trades end up looking like most of the time. Who cares though? Bro moved to the right location. I did indeed move to the right location. I'm only here for a bit though. Only for a couple months. That is the definition of a rejection. Not the bad type of rejection though. Not the girl, not the girl problem stuff. This is lovely rejection. Right. I gotta get my trader data up. Unsuccessful login attempt. Shit, I haven't even connected to the Wi-Fi yet. My bad, I'm not meant to swear on the stream. 8%. Give me a sec. What are you meant to do when you feel rough? I think they say drink a lot of water. Eat some fruits. You know. Oh, mate, I haven't listened to Romeo again. I went to search him up the other day after the stream, and I couldn't remember his surname, and there's a lot of Romeos on Apple Music, so I wasn't able to. Wait, wait. I'm trying to connect to. I'm trying to connect my iPad to the Wi-Fi so I can do my copy trading stuff on the iPad. Give me a second. By the way, Kid Kea, the guy we talked about, the singer we talked about, he released a new song the other day called Muerte. I'm not looking at the live chat right now, by the way. Manage my devices. Here we go. Add a new device. Device name. Signed up. Vida que me importe más. Enable this device. Here we go. What iPad is this? You trade on the iPad as well? I use that, like, not for charting, I just have Tradeovate up. And I'm executing copy trading on there. And then I use, like, this one, because on this one, you can't copy trade on TradingView. At least I haven't found a way. So when I execute on here, I don't actually, I don't like it, it doesn't copy it to the other ones. So I obviously want to trade here so you guys can see it, but then I have the other stuff on the other screen. There we go. Okay, send to me. Cheers. I'll check that out. I'll check that out later. Drink water and go for a walk. I've walked way too much today. Yeah, you can group on Tradeovate. Right, yeah, on that note, I need to get a glass of water. That's a good shout. That is a very good shout. I'm on a mad one though. I did like 20,000 steps yesterday. So I'm definitely walking more than enough. I'm actually pretty good with getting my steps in, I can't lie. Not, that's a weird flex, but the GOAT of Dominican Republic. I'll check him out. I'll check him out. Please enter the name. iPad, I forgot what iPad I have. Space Gray. Device. There we go. Let me just give me a second, I'm gonna turn the screen off a second. No, I'm just connecting my mouse to my iPad as well. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So it's taking a while, but we called it live. Get inversed. Roll forward. Expected. Oh shit, yeah, we're rolling forward. Oh, September contract. Yeah, it's normally in the third week, second to third week of the month. So this seems to be by the end of this week. Yeah, next week will probably be in the December contract. Okay, we'll stay here for now. We'll stay in the. I mean, we're charting here on one exclamation mark, which means like it's just a charting. When I take an execution, it files it in MNQU. So yeah, we're fine here. We're looking at the correct price. Sometimes if you look at MNQU and we're like moving into the next contract, the price action can be a little bit illiquid, if that's a word. I think that's a word. Illiquid. And there can be a lot of volume imbalances. Like it will look more like Forex does. Illiquid Forex pairs like I don't know. What's exotic Forex pair? I don't know, like Euro Rand or something. Hit invest as we called it down here after the rejection. I want to see a close above this. Cheeky breaker. We're in the macro now. 10-10 macro. Not 10-10 macro. 950 to 10-10 macro. So we invest this. I want to close above here. If we get a close above there, and there's a nice fair value gap in the 1 minute, I'll be interested in taking longs. We've got all of this to run. I'm expecting this is a low resistance liquidity run. So it will be easy to run through this. We'll do that pretty quickly. If the draw is above, we've got obviously these equal highs. So if we are going to go up here, and that is the case, we will do that pretty quickly, I imagine. I wouldn't expect price to gravitate around here, choppiness for too long. Bam, 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 all the way up. As you can see, this little high here, when we took that there before the open, that was the only little internal short-term liquidity sweep in all of this rundown. That's standard, like for the open, that's standard. Just before we open, wherever we're going to shoot, like if we're going to shoot down here, it needs to take some liquidity first. And it'll do that just before the open. Here we go. I want to see also, as you guys know, if you were here last week, we took 4 trades. I can't remember exactly what models, which of the 4 entry methods we used. I think we took a silver bullet related entry. What I like to look for before the silver bullet hour is a little sweep of short-term liquidity against where we want to take our trade. So here I would want to see a sweep of short-term sell side during this window here, which we haven't seen yet. So it's good because we're going up and we're closing above this and closing above this, hopefully. But I also want to see that possible sweep of liquidity. Because one of my model rules says a fair value gap. Now, after we solidify and close above that 5-minute breaker like we did here, my model would basically be saying, you take this fair value gap here. I'm not going to take it because it's not big enough. It's a little bit too small. But it essentially says if there was a nice fair value gap here, take it. But that contradicts the fact that the fair value gap that I want for this silver bullet model, I want to see a sweep first. So essentially, my silver bullet model would be waiting for me to get stopped out on the other model. So we're going to wait. Situations like that, you just wait. Sit on your hands. Yeah, you can. We want to leave this open. So this, we want that to be a breakaway gap. There's no need for us to go into the discount area of this inversion fair value gap. And when we close now, that's acceptable. We can tap into this, that is acceptable. But this one we want to leave open. See that action there? So now we're getting spiky, we're getting moving. We've got all of this to take. If it spikes through this, then why not spike through this? It's all close. That's what low resistance liquidity run is. What if you want to spike through this, why not spike through this? And if you want to take this, then why not take this? Right, and then you got all of this. So it just keeps going. Let's see if we're gonna get that run now. Yeah. Hopefully now, if we just close here, gravitate here for the next 30 seconds, take this, tap into this again, maybe take this, and then we can take our long, hopefully. Did you guys listen to ICT's Shotgun Saturday? It made my day seeing the Shotgun Saturday. I thought we were never going to get one of those again. We go down here, and then we're going to go up here, basically. Then we're going to take this by 12 o'clock, basically. I don't think I drew it well enough. Got to put arrows on it. See? We go up if we draw enough. Back in the day, I used to draw if I like didn't want price to go somewhere. Like if my stop loss was here, I would like draw lines here in hope that it would just support price. Like the more lines I drew. Elite analysis. Do I have to delete all of this manually now? That's kind of long. There we go. He's back. Yeah. Too shallow. Take it again, baby. That's too shallow. What the bun is he doing? What the kizzy is he doing? Far out. Can I be any more tired? Right, we're $500 away from passing that other eval. So we'll get that done this week, in theory. And see if we can get a couple more winning days on the funded. I'm not going to take a payout though for a bit on this funded. Already got that payout from the last one. I'm not rushing for money. I'm looking more, the goal now is to just build it up. Get it past that buffer level. And start increasing the leverage eventually. That's the idea. No, treat it as if it was a personal account. A very aggressive personal account. Yes is strong. Ooh. 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 Can yes take this? We're gonna put an allow on that. See, look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Do you know when price is just when there's a clear draw, when there's just that's such a clear draw, and you get that massive like just a massive show and tell that we're just gonna go there. When it just looks so it's looking good. But it is Monday and it's no news and it's FOMC week. So you got to take everything into account. Price looks good. Time, obviously, in terms of like 10 o'clock, time's fine. But in terms of time of the week and news, release times and stuff, it's not ideal. You've got this cheeky new week opening gap from this week in here. Actually, we'll mark that out up here as well. Do we take this? Yeah, we did take this. I said it was too shallow. I said it was too shallow. We can take it again, that's fine. Let's just mark out the new week opening up. Sometimes the new week opening up's a little bit different on MNQ than NQ, so I always mark out the NQ one. That is important. So I'll double check the prices with no week opening up high. There. 504, 503.5. Let's move that down two ticks. And 98. So you're not being rushed to take a trade. I used to run in here at 9:30, would get my heart rate up, trying to look for something. I'll be all moving around, trying to mark up everything quickly because I'm gonna miss a trade. Just calm down. It's not that deep. Have we taken any trades yet? I'd be surprised if anyone said yes. Monday opening range, no news. Where's Shreya? Where's Louis? Right, let me get a glass of water and some fruit. I should actually eat some fruit real quick. Hopefully the munching isn't too loud. For you guys that have seen my recordings on Twitter for the trades last week, obviously I had to edit those recordings with the recording of the stream. Like I just go screen record the stream and then edit that. So obviously the quality's 1080p instead of 4K and it's moving around a lot. So generally it doesn't look as nice as the ones before we did the live streams. But have they been all right? I think I've done an all right job with them. I've like cropped out the parts where I was changing time frames and moving around and stuff. Look at this. This is attractive price action right here. Look at that rejection. I thought I was looking at the 5 minute for a second. I thought I was bugging. Look at that. As I said, we've left that open. We said it's fine if we go into this. It's fine if we go into the premium zone of this IFVG, but we said we didn't want to go into the discount zone and we didn't want to tap into this. We called that 5 minutes ago, and that's played out well. So that's a good sign. I'm gonna make myself a coffee. You see, now my desk is a meter away from my kitchen. So my kitchen, I can literally lean back on my chair and I'm in my kitchen. So I may just start cooking here. We're gonna be cooking in the charts now, the charts. Because I haven't had lunch yet. And it's 3 p.m. What were you viewing during the weekend? I can't lie, I just did a little audio check to check that the munching wasn't too loud. And it's kind of loud, so I apologize for that. We'll do ASMR. The trades we took, yeah. Yeah, it was decent. It was very decent. Last week was a good. Last week was packed. Like the 2 weeks before that, so the 2 weeks just before I started live streaming, I only took one trade each week. So 2 trades over 2 weeks. One win, one loss, and overall it was like it was only not break even because I was using a higher leverage for the winning trade. Um, but it would have been break even because they were both 1-to-1s. So some weeks, sometimes it's just slow. Last week we had 4 trades and killed it. So, if I may say so myself, ideally we hold this rejection block. How did you guys like the Twitter space the other day? How did you guys like the Twitter space that me and Elijah did? I think we did a decent job. I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. I had I had a little structured plan for the in front of me, and I was trying to cover all of the points, and I was trying to balance it because obviously I didn't want to talk too much for too long and take over. Like we wanted to balance it as we were both running it. I think we did an alright job. I know Uncommon, you were there the whole way through, which was nice. And we stuck to that 1 hour. You went over your journal? Yeah. So important. So important. I think we made it clear we like journaling. Yeah. The more detailed, the better. The more loving you are, the more caring you are. Because that's really where it is. Like the charts are just like just imagine it as like the journal. That's like the house, and that's where you go back there to sleep. That's where you are, and then you leave for work to go to the charts. You leave the house to go to the charts, but that's just temporary. The important stuff is your home, and you got to take care of the journal all the day, collecting all of that. Am I as good as ICT with the analogies? I'll get there someday. Yeah, so we held that relative, I guess. Wasn't the most respectful. Oh shit. Proper San Pellegrino, if you guys know what that is. No, it's not alcoholic. Don't drink alcohol in front of the charts. That's gorgeous. 5 minute fair value gap. This one, yeah, holding tight. I don't like how far that ran through though. I would have liked it to stay a little bit higher because that one standard deviation that we talked about last week, we kind of popped that a little bit. So that's not all that ideal. But you know, all in all, it still looks obviously massively bullish. So now that we've got our sweep, I feel like I'm saying the same stuff every stream. You know, we look for the macro, we look for the stop hunt, we get all of that. Everything rhymes. Day in, day out, price rhymes. Your setups, they don't always look exactly the same, but they do kind of look exactly the same. It's the beauty of algorithmic price delivery. That's a good idea. Alcohol in front of the charts. It would be fun, I can't lie. I've never tried it. As long as you stick in a demo and it's just for entertainment. You could have I used to do this thing back in the day. Me and my this was when I was like 14. And this was back in Forex. So me and my mate, but we're in the same year. So we're both 14, both back in Forex on this platform called IG. I don't know if you know. We set up two demo accounts, spread bets, and on GBP JPY, we $10,000 demo accounts, and it was like 2 in the morning. We were on a call, and we did a trade-off competition, so you could make the most money in like 30 minutes scalping. And this was back when like we were using every indicator in the world, and we would do the tactic where like the more lines you draw, the more support lines you draw, the faster it will go. Draw this here, so it won't go below this anymore. Go up here. If you draw a little arrow, it will help. Anyway, we both lost the $10,000. We both blew the accounts, funny enough. Not surprisingly enough. Those days were fun. Right, so I wasn't paying attention. We are going to be taking a long here. Divided by 2. Right, let's get these buy buttons on. Yeah. Oh, not IFG, man. There we go. Let's see, obviously we've got... Oh. Obviously we've got this here. we've got the equal highs, which are the final like target for London and Asia highs from today. So that's kind of the final target. But obviously, I'm not going to still be in the trade. I'll have a runner on potentially. I'll leave a runner on 1 micro of the 4. But this here is the one, the close range one, where I imagine we will get to. If I am right and I don't get stopped out, this will be the next level that price will go to. Because this is just so happens to also be inside of a inefficiency if you check the 5 minute. Sorry, the 15 minute. Yeah. There. Just want to check I'm on the right account. There we go. This here, it would have to hold. This would be last resort, taking this and rejection block here. If it takes this, and it is going to go down, it will do that quickly. It won't hang around here. It will be just a quick flush down. I was contemplating putting my stop loss here originally, because it's just below the C of this wick, but we have this wick here. I kind of want to put it a little bit lower now, but obviously not moving it. Right, invalidated. Are you guys in trade? Uncommon? Got a volume imbalance here just above. If we were going to go down, that there was an immediate rebalance. Well, not yet completely, but immediate rebalance type action. Not completely. I'd expect it to pump up. If we were going to go down, I would like a move into that volume imbalance. I'd imagine a wick into there would be nice, and then go down. That would be what I imagine. Now we have this little fair value gap. So a wick into there would be what I'd imagine if we're going to go down. If we're going to go up, though, I'd want to see us move through this quickly. Yeah, you're in. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks very good, I can't lie. I'm very happy taking a loss on this. Like, there is nothing I can complain about in this setup. Like, I don't know if in the past you've taken like trades that meet your rules, but like you felt uneasy on before taking the setup and then it lost. And then there's actually stuff you can like talk about in your journal. You're right, like, I didn't feel completely confident with a trade and I shouldn't have taken it. And if you're journaling a losing trade, and there's no mistakes you can talk about not committing next time, you're golden. You're good. That's when you're in a trade and it's approaching the stop loss, and you know that the journaling session is going to be chill because you followed all the rules. That's the best. That's when you know you're good. You're right. Yeah, as I said, if we move down here, it's going to be fast, just as it was here. So I'd expect us to just shoot down really. Because if this is a rejection, it goes up. That's a weird rejection. I can't lie. Just gonna remove the buy buttons so I don't accidentally click them. I'm very paranoid of accidentally clicking these buttons by going and changing the time frame. So I always take them off unless I'm actually going to take a trade. Right, there we go. So we'll take no more trades then today. You got stopped out? Yeah, we followed our rules. This is actually a very nice setup. So what I'd expect now, obviously still bullish. What I'd expect now is pump up. That was just another stop run, basically. Let me just take a picture of that for the journal. Where do we get in? 450.25. Where do we get out? 18.25. That's decent. I mean, look at this setup. We go down Judas swing, we come up, stop run here off this IFVG with a clear bullish target. There is literally nothing can complain about with this setup. So now basically, I'm not going to take another trade, obviously. I'm not going to be doing that on the funded. On the funded. On the evaluation, we can take trade. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to pull this down here. I'm going to turn this off a second while I move around accounts. And we'll take this on the evaluation. There we go. Is this the right one? Yeah. Okay. And we're back. Right, what would I expect now? This is what I would expect. And this would be even better now after another stop run. Thing is, ES has done bits to the upside already. But that's calm. Draw's still prominent. It's still bullish, nevertheless. ES does have sell side levels to take that it didn't take. Like down here, we talked about that on Friday. But the whole bias is bullish overall. So I'm more worried about longs right now. If we were going to go down, we'd go down, let me remove this. We'd go down to the levels we marked out earlier in the stream. So daily fair value gap low and daily fair value gap high. Here. Right, we're 0-1. 0-1 for the week. What was that? So, oh, that was, this is the funded. What do we take? 260? That's our 1R. And we've got this eval. We've got this eval. I just took this trade on this eval as well. So this was 500 away. So I went in obviously with 500 risk. And we just lost on that. So that's at 52 now. Had this other eval last week as well. I opened this at the start of the week last week. And I got a trade in with that on Friday. And this was the old funded, which is now sitting at 51. This is closed. I don't know why it's still here. I don't know if it lets me trade with this. Huh. It's not meant to let me trade. Like, this is a closed funded account. That's weird. That's very weird. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I've got to figure out what I'm doing this evening. You lost 140, good risk. Yeah, that's very decent. That's very decent risk management. Actually, I think this is the first time I've been in equity drawdown. But below the starting balance drawdown in a funded account. Very marginally though, like 80, 70. Well, we're just falling off the edge of the earth here. Typical Monday at FMC. It's been a very good month, I have to say, so far. I mean, September, October normally has very good price delivery anyway, from what I've seen. July was a little bit messy. July was a tad messy. All of that. This was a little bit. We've got a better gauge here, I think. This move down here for a Friday was pretty crazy. I remember we were here and I was watching this volume imbalance and I was looking to find support there because obviously TGIF, but then it just shot down and took that low. Looks like we come back again. So therefore, coming down to that daily BISI, that low, that would be the target. If you were to get in, how would you get in towards that? This is what I'd say. 1 minute. What do we see in the? What do we see in the macro? In terms of. Thing is, I wouldn't want to go as short with these equal highs here. But you took that, and then you took that again, and you took that. So the rules are met. It just doesn't look good for it. That would have been the short there. With the same model that we went long up here, for a short, those model rules would have been met for this fair value gap. But that's not something I would take. It's not a fair value gap I would take, even if it looked good. And breakaway gap. We're at like OT level now, so if we're gonna go up, now would be the level. If now would be the time. If we go down and take this, we're gonna fall down to the here probably. We'll see how the 5 minute closes. Obviously with this inversion fair value gap. Seems to be rejecting a little bit. On the 1 minute, I'm watching the 1 minute on the other screen. There's a 1 minute fair value gap above us that we haven't moved into yet. So there's still potential to go up into that. And if we do that in the next 10 seconds, we can close and still have this as an inversion fair value gap and not reclaimed fair value gap. Yeah, there we go. Still an inversion, but obviously not very strong. So it can very easily fall down. Let me get some food real quick. Can I play music on the stream? I know you get copyrighted, but I'm not even monetized. And I've lost my AirPods. I don't know where my AirPods are. I should probably look for them. I haven't seen them since yesterday. Right, so that 1 minute fair value gap I was talking has remained a breakaway gap. That thing there. That thing, that fair value. Fair value gap. Let's go for that low then. I'm down to take another trade on this evaluation. I didn't take a trade on this evaluation today. So I'm running 2 evaluations in a funded. Basically, after I took that payout, my goal was to now get funded with more than one account, basically scale up the funding. So I just got 3 evaluations and traded them high leverage but alternating. So I don't copy trade them all high leverage. Like I'll like of the 2500 drawdown, I'll risk half of it. So basically the daily loss limit on one trade, but only on one account. So that's how I passed that other one we got last week. That's essentially how I passed that, and then now I alternate onto the other. So that's why you see they're like stepping stones. One's been passed, one's now closer to being passed. This one, and this one here is like a little bit further back, right? Because I started on the one that I'm funded with, and then continued, so on. Dun, 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 dun. Mm, that's good. Right, we've taken this. So as I said, if we took this, we'll probably go down to here. So that's what I'm expecting. And then I move down to here. In this hour, normally, after the opening range, the moves tend to be just very consistently the same speed, if you know what I mean. Like, if it starts off at this speed, it will continue until it gets to wherever it's going to reverse or retrace, consolidate. And then when it starts again, it's consistent speed. That's that's a signature of the AM session. It's very, sometimes in the PM, it's a lot more, and in London, it's a lot more, what's the word? Inconsistent, if you want. Here, it just needs to get a lot of movement done quickly. There we go. As we said, quick move. We'll pop that quickly now. All the momentum traders getting short now. Right, I'm back. All the momentum traders got short there, as we said. They'll quickly get stopped. They'll be sweating right now. Oh, shouldn't have got short. Shouldn't have got short. They'll be panicking. And they'll just firm the loss. They'll take their loss. And the moment they've firmed their loss, they'll drop it. If this was internal from today's range and we were in the 11 to 12 hour, I would be taking this if this was major internal, theoretically. But that's a very different situation than where we're at now. I'd be taking it on a close below here. He's asking for two. IVG, potentially. Potentially. I think I'm gonna end the stream earlier than we usually do. Like earlier than 12. I don't think we're gonna go all the way till 12. I'm quite busy this evening and I've got to figure out exactly what's going on and everything. See, this happens a lot. When you're close to hitting a certain level, a lot of the time it can, like, when you're in close proximity, have a significant retracement to take out orders and collect some last little bit of liquidity before going down here. That's common stuff. I'm still, even though we inverse this, even if we inverse the 1 minute, I'd still be looking for this. Like, even with this and this pop up now, this is still the play. This will get inversed eventually. I actually need to. I've got some like top class Spanish ham and salami with me. We're eating good. I'll just move my book out of the way. Ham, salami, an Iberic ham. Very good, very yummy. Very demure. I've been hearing that word everywhere. Price is doing whatever it wants today. Price is not listening to me today. I'm having a fallout with Price. Price listened to me a lot last week. Demure. I'll write it in chat. I think that's how you spell it. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Look at that. Look at that, my friend. Qué bonito. Qué bonito. I still want this, don't get me wrong. It's not a level of liquidity. I want to emphasize that. Or maybe I should change the color. It's not like a liquidity pool sell side and we're generating more sell side now. Like obviously we've generated more sell side, obviously. But it's not equal lows or anything. So this move down here is to rebalance. It's almost rebalancing while it moves down. So with sell side, the sell side gets delivered and that level gets accomplished if you want when we reach that level. But this all is a fair value gap, so we're getting the job done while we move down. You know, this is just the terminus where that process of rebalancing finishes. So the more you go down, the less there is to rebalance in that entire fair value gap, right? So it's more usual for price to reverse, obviously. Like he, it is more of a possibility for price to reverse now here and go up, with this being a daily fair value gap low, than this being, let's say, daily sell side level. If you get what I mean. Am I spitting facts? This is so good. What's your favorite food? Uncommon. What's your go-to favorite food? I wouldn't be able to pick. I would have to go. I just have to give a list. Spanish food? What? More like specifically. Croquetas. Croquetas de jamón. Oof. Like, good croquetas are insane. And tortilla de patata. Like tortilla de patata, but like almost like dissolves in your mouth. Like not hard tortilla de patata. It's like soft and a lot more. I don't know how to explain it. Empanada, yeah. Mm. I like my sushi. I can't lie. I like my sushi a lot. Sushi's controversial though. I think you either really like it or you just never have it. If I could, and it wasn't unhealthy, I would just eat ham all day. I could literally go through 10 packets of this shit. Hmm. A good pasta is always good. Now, I'm not talking like like obviously carbonara and bolognese and all that are cool, but like if you've ever had like a more exotic plate of pasta with like maybe like seafoodish type sauce and sides, that's nice. Mmm, coño, paella. Paella is very good. I love paella. Your mum be go crazy with it. Mm. The mums and the grandmas always have the best recipes. I have literally just eaten the entire pack of ham. It's probably like 50 grams of fat, but also like 50 grams of protein. So, game's the game. Price is kind of not doing anything, I can't lie. I feel a lot of the time we do this live stream, but we end up doing anything but trading for most of it. We've started the 2 last weeks. We started them off. We started last week off with a loss. We started this week off with a loss. And we ended the week off pretty well. That's funny because I normally do well on Mondays, historically. Actually, let me just put away what's left of this ham, because if not, I'm going to go through it like an animal. I'm going to make a panini. I'm going to make a toasty panini. A ham and cheese toasty panini. You're going to have to bear with me while I cook, because we have not cooked in the charts today. We have not cooked. Maybe I end the stream. Maybe I end the stream because I'm not going to take another trade. It's looking like I've got hiccups now. I'm not going to take another trade, and even if I do, it's going to be in like 45 minutes, half an hour, and I can't even be here in 45 minutes, half an hour doing this. I have to be getting ready, so I'm probably going to end it here. I'll see if I can do a stream any other day this week. I wanted to get Thursday in after FOMC. That's the day I really wanted to get. Tomorrow, I guess, would be nice as well. Tomorrow will still be fine because FOMC is the PM the next day, so that's fine. Maybe Friday, we'll see. But the good thing is, for every trade that isn't on stream, there will be a better recording edit quality into it, so that's fine. Thank you very much for coming down, Common. Thank you very much for coming. We risk managed, and that's the important thing. We found a risk that was worth taking. We took the risk, and it didn't play out today. So that's calm. That's fine. We're now 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 break even on stream. I'll see you. I'll let you know on Twitter when we stream. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. I'll put a last little arrow here as a farewell. Thank you very much for turning up, everyone. Have a good evening.